Welcome back to Shenanigans, everybody. I almost said Frozen Frontier.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Fro.
rip, fro.
So the first thing I do is obviously, I'm ready. I was waiting. I was ready for this. So activate the darkness, swing myself around the door with my eyes closed, even in the total darkness, like the complete darkness.
Okay.
And attack
I'm going to
it.
definitely say you get a surprise round off.
Okay.
So you speak the words, darkness covers the tavern. Nothing can be seen by anyone, anywhere. And you immediately swing your mace around the corner of the door, blindly at this creature, striking at -4 to hit.
With, what is it? Blind fighting, it's only -2.
-2 with blind fighting, okay.
And my question is, does it have -4 AC?
It should. It should.
9.
Ooh, unfortunately, that is not enough. So your mace swings and crashes into the door itself.
It's in her right hand, so she's got to move out around the door, and it probably just hits the door that's in the way.
Yep.
Is what probably happens there.
Yep.
So.
Are you releasing your lightning bolt?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Let's roll for initiative. Where's my physical die? All right. It's rolling at +3. It's using natural everythings. It rolls an 11. Oh my god, you guys tie.
So he goes and I go?
Yes. Oh no! Give me a saving throw versus death.
No. Oh.
Oh my god, roll it again. How far down the rabbit hole will we go? Okay, just one. So I think you swing the second attack and your hand hits the very end of the door, cracking your knuckles, and your mace falls out of your hand and skids across the floor, sliding through the darkness, God knows where.
Right.
The creature on the other side of the door reaches out with a claw against you. I didn't write down the attack bonus. With a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh. You feel strong, meaty fingers grab and rip the skin on your face. Not with claws, but by pure force of friction and strength alone, just shredding your skin for, I forgot what I rolled. 10 points of damage.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. Initiative. You are weaponless and in the darkness. It goes at 8. Things aren't looking very good for Doreen. It was her last mission. She was just about to retire. She decided to go save these halflings. Ooh.
So, can
first.
I go over and find the mace?
I'm going to need you to make me a perception check to find it in the darkness.
Hold on. I know which direction it went, right?
Yeah. Vaguely.
So I'm going to take a step away from it in that direction. Right? Does it get an attack of opportunity?
It can't see you, so it can't make attacks of opportunity.
Okay. I'm going to close the thing facing away from it.
The thing, the light source?
The pouch with darkness.
Right.
Go down, grab the mace, and reactivate the darkness. It's just opening and closing a pouch.
Right, so you close the darkness, making it light in the room by the moonlight outside and firelight inside, and then scan the floor for the mace and go for it. And then make darkness again.
Get back up, head back to the thing with the thing closed and my eyes closed. Or the darkness out and my eyes closed.
Okay. I think that should be fine. But in the process of moving to get the mace, you will move past the creature.
I moved one step away before I ended the darkness.
Right. So if we look
where the mace was, right?
Yeah, so the mace ended up over here. and you were here, and the creature is here in the doorway. So if you step this way,
I moved in front of the door because the door would have been open, blocking my way to it.
Right. So you would have been here.
I would have had to been there, and then I can move a step away towards where the mace fell.
I see. So you step away, light, or get rid of the darkness, then come to the mace. Okay, yeah, you should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine. And then you're going to be over here on this side when the darkness comes back.
And then I start moving back towards it.
Okay.
That's like all of 5 feet of movement.
All right.
So I brace myself for another attack.
Let's just pull in a proper Doreen.
Okay. Doreen.
Why is she not showing up? I dragged her in here.
Yeah, I'm right here. I got my token.
Oh, okay. It's not showing up on my screen, and my searching. I think Roll20 is under duress right now.
I think so, because like the lake diagram you were showing all showed up at once.
Yeah, and none of my vampire tokens.
Zooming in and out, that's what refreshed it for me of the zoom level.
No, I'm not getting anything. It's all right. We've got you. There might be a whole bunch of vampires popping on the screen a little bit later.
Oh no.
In the meantime, can I get a PC token? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's our vampire. Except I can't resize it.
I can't even see it. I'm gonna reload as well.
Oh god.
How about we both just reload real quick?
Okay, let's just both refresh our browsers. It's gonna pause the battle music for you guys. Battle music has started again. Did anything pop into place? Ooh, at least I can see.
Why is there a turnip?
Well, it's the only thing I could get to show up. I tried a whole bunch of things, and the turnip is the only one that cooperated. All right.
Okay, so it is the turnip vampire like we thought it was.
It's not the turnip vampire, right? That's just the only token I could get to work.
Neal. It's Shenanigans. I got a slight view of it, out of the corner of my eye while picking up the mace, and it's just got a turnip for a head.
All right. The vampire.
Yeah, I'll move back into combat with it. Natural ones, man. Jesus.
They're terrible. Yeah. Okay, the vampire reaches out for you with a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Getting its claws on your armor. You can feel yourself being pulled towards it, and then its head kind of knocks against your helmet and your armor and everything. As if it was trying to bite you. But it failed.
Okay. Initiative? I assume I lost my second attack.
Yeah, it goes at 10.
Yeah, I don't beat that.
All right, once again, the vampire goes in to suck your blood. Oh, with a natural 18, modified 27. That does not clear by 5, but it hits. You can feel teeth sinking into your neck. And you lose 5 points of HP, and you need to make me a saving throw versus spell or be level drained.
No.
Permanent level drain incoming! Did you set pass?
No.
You fail. You lose 1 level. You are now a level 5 character. Please subtract 1 hit die worth of HP and reduce the number of spells you can cast.
Okay.
Rob is right. Hold on. It does have a -4 to hit because of the darkness. What did it roll? It rolled a 18 plus 9 is 27, -4 is 23. That doesn't hit, does it?
That does miss. That misses. I do not lose any AC for fighting in darkness due to blind fighting.
You don't have any dex modifiers, right?
I do have 1.
Okay, you don't get dex in darkness.
No? By fighting in darkness with blind fighting.
It says so in the blind fighting area?
Yeah, the penalties go from -4 to AC, -4 to hit, to -2 to hit, and no penalty for darkness.
Does it need to roll a 19 to hit you then?
Might.
Holy shit. Let me double check this blind fighting shenanigans. This character suffers no penalties to his AC because of darkness. Fuck. That's really good.
I know, blind fighting's broken for fighting blind.
There's a reason why I pulled this out of the game and didn't allow it to my other players.
Aww.
Oh my god. Thus, AC penalties remain for missile fire. By the time the character hears the whoosh of the arrow, for example, it's too late for him to react. Okay. Furthermore, skill aids the character with dealing invisible creature. Okay, fine. It misses. Saved by the Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
It misses, and you aren't level drained.
Oh, thank God.
Yet. It's your turn.
All right. I lost the thing. There it is.
Okay. I need to roll a 19 to hit you. This is so broken. Okay. Okay, go for it.
Oh wait, that's actually at -2. So that's
24 is a hit, and it does clear by 5.
Let me just check everything here for the damage. Yep, so this is the normal damage.
That is the physical damage.
That's the physical.
Okay.
And since I hit, that's the lightning.
All right, your mace unleashes a bolt of lightning that strikes the creature immediately. You hear it, sort of like an intake of breath, or maybe an exhalation of breath as the mace hits it, that turns into like a dwindling scream as the lightning strikes it.
It gets like hit in the chest.
Mm-hmm. And then the lightning bounces from the vampire to...
I'm just sending it into the ground since it'll just wreck the kitchen.
Right. You ground the lightning bolt, and the vampire is gone. Like, you can feel your mace hit it and slow, and then just like fall as if the vampire is not there, or as if the vampire fell to the ground as well.
Can I make another attack at it?
Go for it. You get 2 attacks this round, right?
No, I had to get up.
Oh, well then let's initiative. 11. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, so I think I don't feel it like in front of me. Standing up at least.
Right.
So I'm going to like smash it as if it decided to fall to the ground.
All right, you leap forward and bring your mace onto the floor. You roll to hit.
Again at -2, so I dealt that.
So that'd be a 12. Technically, if it's prone, you get +4 to hit, which would bring it to a 16. I would have a penalty of 4 to its AC. So either way, your mace hits solid earth and no vampire.
Okay. And
we go to the next round of initiative.
do I hear anything?
No, silence. Pure silence.
Okay, I'm going to move into its square and outside.
All right, it's still darkness because of your magical darkness pouches and everything.
Right.
But you move into its square and outside.
And I didn't hear it leave or anything.
Nope. So it could be anywhere. It could be on top of you. Are you still in darkness?
No bats or anything?
You hear no bats.
Yeah, I'm still in darkness.
Okay.
Still with my eyes closed. Focusing everything into my hearing senses.
You want to give me a perception check?
Yeah.
You hear nothing.
Okay. I think this is where a thing goes off.
I don't know what you mean by a thing goes off.
Or where I start casting a spell.
Ah, you cast a spell. Okay.
Hold on. Where is it? Oh, is it a level 3 spell? Where is it? I guess not. I just keep on staying there.
Okay. Enough time passes that you realize it's not here. It'll take a few rounds maybe for you to get the impression, but it's definitely gone.
It was a level 1 spell. I didn't expect it to be level 1. So I cast invisibility to undead.
Oh. Shit, will that work on vampires?
It gets a save if it's above 4 hit dice.
Okay.
Versus spell.
Okay. Well, eventually you get the impression it's not here.
Okay.
It's fled or dead or something.
I think I will just stay at the ready for like hours.
Eventually, the sun comes up.
Yes, I assume the sun is going to come up. I will.
You hear birds starting to chirp.
Yeah, the darkness will block the light, but I can still feel the warmth of the sun through it.
Yeah, and the birds begin chirping, and you can hear people starting to shuffle around in town, and, you know, the day begins.
Yeah, then I'll lower the darkness.
Okay.
Look around, and do I see like a pile of dust in the doorway?
You do not. No.
Fuck.
The tavern owner comes on back the next morning, walking and shouting loudly, "I'm coming in! I'm the tavern owner! Don't hurt me!"
I'm probably just standing outside.
He says it anyway.
In darkness, just like holding my mace and my shield for hours. Until I lower the darkness.
Yep.
Okay. Fuck. This is a pain in the ass. I don't know if it's dead. I assume there's just like a couple broken floorboards in this tavern right in front of the doorway.
Yes. There's a little bit of like charredness on the door where the lightning blast went off that, you know, damaged the area around it somewhat. Nothing that can't be sanded out. It'll be fine.
Okay. But no, like looking for it on, like going prone, I like smash the floor. Remember?
Yeah, a few broken floorboards. The area outside is all beaten up. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, when I wasn't sure where it was, I was probably playing whack-a-mole outside.
Whap, 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 whap. So the tavern owner says, "Did you get it? Is it gone?"
I hit it for a massive blow.
So you did it.
Find the body.
It's done then.
I don't know. I can make assumptions, but that's not something I'd prefer to do. Okay. I'll give this guy like 5 gold.
He'll take it and look surprised at you. What's this for?
The damage.
Thank you. he will take the gold and is very grateful and will give you breakfast.
All right. And I think Doreen naps. She just like conks out.
All right. You spend the rest of the day resting and relaxing and considering your options here. Do you think you killed it, or do you think it got away?
I think it might be dead, but it's no guarantee whatsoever. How much damage did I do to that thing?
47 in a single blow.
Yeah. See, I can't be sure. That's the point where it all depends on how well it rolled for HP.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think Doreen's actually just going to stick around, going from village to village for like a few more days, doing the same thing in the tavern at each one of them.
Okay.
So I spend like another week here and see if any other attacks show up.
Okay.
Like any other vampire sightings or attacks, anyone dead from it.
Okay. What happens in that week? Let me just... Yes. Okay. So you do the same thing the next night, basically.
In a different town.
Different town. Which town?
This is going to be stupid, Neal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in Sausageville. I'll probably make my way from Pawnsville to Weeds to upstream, see if any attacks happen, do it in upstream.
So wait, you spend like this one day, you go from Sausageville to Pondville to Weeds to upstream.
Right.
Okay.
I probably, like, I use the nap spell. I do not do a full night's sleep while I'm, like, hunting this.
Okay, so you use the nap spell, you wake up an hour later fully rested and ready to go.
My spells, and then go Sausageville, Pawnsville, Weeds, upstream. Do the same thing in the tavern there.
Mm-hmm.
Then go, like, I guess, Pawnsville, Patillion, and Woodland. Do the same thing there.
Okay.
Then I suppose I go Sausageville, Patalia, and do the same thing there.
So you spend one night in upstream, then one night in Woodland, then one night in Patalia.
And then in Pawnsville, and then I go to Weeds and do the same thing there, and then I do the same thing in Pawnsville.
Okay.
And see if there are any attacks in any of the towns in the next week while I'm there ready to ambush if it goes in the public space.
After a week of going from place to place, there have been no sightings of vampires, no further people murdered, and you do not run into it yourself.
Okay.
Is it safe? Is it out there?
See, that's the thing. I don't know if it's dead. Like, and there's no way for me to know for sure with the spells I have to track it or do anything like that. So I can assume it's dead. At the very least, it's ran, and at the very least, it seems to have not eaten any halflings in the week. So,
but they're all staying inside and shutting their doors at night and windows and everything.
I'm not going to have someone be bait, but I myself am acting in bait at least once in every single one of the towns.
Right.
So, if no one's been murdered in that time, then I mean, it's not like I can stay here forever. I've done what I can.
You're gonna leave?
I'm going to go back to Ham in Patalia.
You find Ham. Yep.
And explain what happened, what went down. And then I've been going around to all the towns for a week and nobody's been murdered. So I know I struck a huge blow to it. I do not know if it's dead or not. There were no remains, although it is a vampire. I've heard they turn to ash or just disintegrate, but I couldn't find any remains. I don't know if it's dead.
Well, Ham says if it hasn't come back and it hasn't killed anyone, whether it's dead or not don't matter, right? It's just it's gonesies.
If it's not dead and you guys start acting normally, going outside to use the restroom or get water at night, then somebody might get attacked again if it's still alive, and I do not know. And of course, I don't want to try using everyone as bait. Anyone as bait to see if the vampire is still around and alive. So, with all my time exploring the woods, Neal, I've been here for 10 days now, at least?
I think so, yeah. You did 7 days around here just now. You did, I think, 2 days before and 3 days to get here. So it's been 10 days?
Yeah.
12 days, 12 days.
Something like that. So in all that time exploring the area I assume the vampire's living in, do I come across anything that it looks like it would be the site of where it keeps its coffin or anything?
No, nothing like that at all.
No recently buried ground or anything?
Nope.
Okay. And I would have told all the villages that I don't know if I've killed it or not and explain what happened.
Right.
I hit it for a massive blow, struck it with lightning, and it was just gone. But I don't know if it fled somehow or what. I didn't hear spells being cast. I didn't hear bats fluttering away. I didn't hear footsteps. So I'll explain to all the villages, and I guess it's up to them, if anything, if they want to leave their windows open at night or not.
All right. They say they're going to go back to a regular life, assuming that you've done it, because you're a good person who's helping them, and they appreciate everything you've done. And Little Ham will provide you with 10 pounds of gold bullion, which is really just one 10-pound block of gold.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right. If they're going to go back to a normal lifestyle, I'm going to stay here another 3 days.
In Patalia?
Yeah. And see if any attacks happen.
No further attacks in those 3 days.
Okay.
Seems like it's safe.
I go up to Ham and the mayor and just explain I'm going back to Shenanigans. If the attacks start again, come get me. I want to finish this if it's not done.
Ham shakes your hand very heartily, says, Thank you. I think you've avenged my girlfriend and the rest of our people. I don't know what we can do to repay you.
That's fine. I feel uncomfortable taking the full amount and not being able to confirm that it's dead. That's why, if you need help, come get me.
Ham smiles and gives you a big halfling hug right around your midsection, squeezing your plate mail so tightly I mean, you don't feel it, but you're pretty certain you can see him squeezing like hard, and his muscles are starting to bulge at the tightness of his
I'll
squeeze.
give him a light hug. I've got 18-87 strength. I don't want to pop his head off, but I'll give him a hug.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very nice.
And then I suppose I'll start heading back.
All right, you head on back to Shenanigans. It's a simple journey, and you arrive.
Okay.
All right. Well, I believe that is going to wrap us up here for today. But next week, we're going to have part 2 of Ham's quest, because the vampire's definitely not dead.
No!
Definitely not dead. I will say you did a lot of damage to it and forced it to take its gaseous form and return to its home.
Oh, God damn it.
And it did revisit some of these places looking for you, but you happened to coincidentally just not be in any of the towns any of the nights it arrived. I rolled for it, and it was a 1 in 6 chance that you spent 10 days, and yet it didn't. Just bad luck. Bad luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So next week, part 2 of Ham's quest. This time, hopefully, with backup.
And it didn't have to use any sort of words or anything. I didn't hear it casting a spell to go into gaseous form.
Correct.
Fuck.
It just can turn into gaseous form at will. It's a dangerous creature that's got great escape mechanisms. It can level drain. It regenerates HP every round. It's a scary, scary monster. As long as it's not as long as it's not playing monster stupid attack mechanisms. So hopefully you'll have a full party next week to deal with this thing.
It's just gonna be me again because no one wants to play against the vampire.
Everyone's like, I'm not gonna play this next week. Sorry, guys.
God damn it. I'm upset. It's not dead. But it did flee.
And now you have a lot of information about it that we can use
a lot of info
next week. That's going to wrap up our shenanigans kind of early today. I hope that's okay. We'll be back next week for Ham's Quest Part 2. I should make sure to note this story is called Ham's Quest, or is it called Going Ham? I think it's called Going Ham. No, it's called Ham's Quest. I like Ham's Quest.
All right.
Oh God, I need to upload more shenanigans to YouTube. Are
you very behind, Neal?
We haven't done any in 2019 yet. We're a whole month behind.
God damn it, Neal. Experience?
You didn't complete the quest, man. It's still out there.
I didn't complete the quest, but I did force a vampire to flee.
You did force a vampire to flee.
Defeating it.
All right, why don't you take 8,000 experience?
I level.
Oh, shit. You're level 7 now?
Yep.
I mean, 4 now, until you go back to level 6.
What?
What?
Yeah, 4 now. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like you're level 4 now.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay. What is my con mod? 2? And then +1 for human.
Ooh, nice. That's a huge amount of HP.
That brings me to 66 HP.
Dude, we definitely have to get rid of Doreen, guys.
Neal, no.
Definitely has to die.
After this vampire quest is done, remember I said once I reach level 7, I'm retiring.
So you're going to retire after this quest?
Doreen is actually retiring.
Right now or after this quest?
After this quest. I told him I would come help him if it starts again.
You did.
So,
all right, everybody, come back next week for Doreen's final mission. She's definitely going to retire after this one, and I think we all know what that means.
It means I am going to become a shopkeeper in town. I'm not even kidding, Neal. I've got the gold.
I'm going
to open up a perfume shop in town, but it's specifically going to be in like the outskirts where there's enough area around it for there to be a dome of darkness that each person has to pass through to get to the natural lighting inside. So it's just a thin layer of darkness. People have to face their fear of darkness to enter into the shop.
So is it called like A Scent of Doreen, or is it like Doreen's Dark and Dank Perfume Shop? Or I don't know, we'll figure it out, I guess.
No, the smell of fear.
The smell of fear. Nice. All right, everybody, we'll be back next week with more shenanigans.
Jeez.
Good night. Goodbye.
Bye.